I play Ernst. I kind of, when describing him to people and people ask, what are you doing in Spring Awakening? I'm like, I'm the little gay boy. He's scared, he's coming into his own puberty, and he's like, I like boys.
I'm bad at interviews. Melchior. He's a smart dude.
Moritz is a very interesting guy. I don't think I'm like Moritz in any way. Moritz is kind of the outcast. He has one friend who he really trusts and can really talk to. And for me, I like to just make friends with anyone and as many people as I can.
If you want to see me in underwear, come see the show, ladies. Yeah, Hanschen has a lot of junk, especially during this time in like early 1800 or late 1800s Germany. Really open about his junk. He doesn't really care about other people's junks. He wants what he wants. That's it.
Oh, I love my character. I play Otto. I'm the boy who dreamt about his mother.
Georg's just like really fun, and there's nothing really too like serious about it. He's just kind of like quirky and goofy and like stressed out and fidgety and really into boobs.
God, I dreamed there was an angel who could hear me through the wall. As I cried out like in Latin, just do not like it all. Help me out of this nightmare. Then I heard her silver call. She said, just give it time, kid. I come to one and all. She said, give me that hand, please. The itch you can't control. Let me teach you how to handle all the sadness in your soul. But we'll work
The music speaks to me on very high levels, so I'm sort of using that to channel my energy throughout the process. Yeah. Today we're doing choreography for Mama Who Bore Me, Mama Who Bore Me, the reprise. And the Bitch of Living. And we also got our jackets, which is pretty nifty. So we're gonna be doing our first sort of choreography rehearsal, getting our dancing skills, getting the ball rolling on that.
6, 7, 8, dance, Yep, exactly, good. You were down, right? And you're ready now.
It's gonna be pretty interesting. I don't dance too much, so I do a little bit of ballroom dance, but overall, I'm kind of just like bob back and forth on the dance floor. This is it.
I all the time. To get to do something that's so important to me is great. I get to do it all the time because I'm majoring in it and hopefully gonna pursue it.
The last time I danced was in the Phantom Toll Booth in 2007, which was the last show that I was in. I do a lot of stage performing where I dance around when I'm performing my own music, but this is sort of different where I need to represent this character's emotions and as well as the show's messages through my dance, as opposed to me just dancing around on stage behind my keyboard. I'm looking forward to overcoming the wall that is in front of me of becoming comfortable with myself dancing on stage. So it's going to be a good experience. I'm really looking forward to it.
Especially once we tap into that all the angry energy of the song, I feel like it's going to come out great.
Just really learning like how do I want to say Moritz? Oh my god. I'm like listening to the girls now.
Biggest Tyler attention span.
Literally, it's so bad. Another thing Moritz and I do not have in common, he has no attention span, and my attention span is everywhere.
I like to collect comic books, as you can see by my Nightwing shirt, my Nightwing pants, and my Nightwing socks. I'm a little bit of a fan.
I really like t-shirts with art on them. This is a Kandinsky painting.
Oh, do you want to see my underwear?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So it's Flash underwear. Sorry, it's not Nightwing.
I play a lot of video games.
I have multiple. I have a Van Gogh, I have a Monet, I have an Escher shirt, so I guess shirt with art on them is something I like.
Mess around with music stuff, play guitar.
When I'm not doing this, I'm a music major at GCC. I'm about to start my last semester there. Planning on transferring to UMass Amherst in the contemporary jazz program for jazz drum kit.
And I love the idea at the last song of the show, Purple Summer, Megan wants to have like a bunch of like us playing musical instruments so that we can, and we're all like being ourselves in that song. That's pretty cool. I've never actually done a show where I was like acting and singing and playing guitar. There's a version to Company where like everyone plays like different musical instruments and they're all on stage at the same time. It's kind of cool. It's.
Or once.
I've never seen once. Or well, I guess I saw it once. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. I just wanted to make that bad joke. I also, in my spare time, I make bad jokes. Yeah, it's great. It's great now because like everyone's still like, oh, haha, that was funny. But like by April, everyone's gonna be like, shut up. I am the bad joke guy. That's me. Yeah, so we got this junk jar.
The junk jar is really awesome. It's a private sort of jar that we get to write down the particular event or emotion that we're feeling, whatever's going on really, and we get to vent it to the junk jar, and we put it in the jar.
And so then it's gonna just be like written up like all over the sets and stuff.
In the lobby, we were gonna do big chalkboards, and it's all anonymous. We're not gonna put whose junk is whose.
And so like it sort of brings the relevance of a show that's sort of like in the past, you know, to the present. Take it from the then and bring it to the now.
Yes.
I'm excited to see everyone's junk on display for the sense of like not being alone, for the sense of being like, I have that junk as well. It kind of then gives space to then talk about junk without having to stand up and say this is my junk in a public way.
What I think is really cool about the junk jar is all of our junk is going to be together. We're all going through certain things outside of the show at the same time as we are going through things inside the show.
Megan and the team prioritize community building in a way I really like. I think it really is going to ring through that we're a community that cares about each other.
I think it's great. I'm really interested to read them. I know it's really not, it's kind of the point, but I've put some things in the junk jar. It's a cool idea for us, but also important just to get your own junk out there in some way. So I think this is a fun way to do that for us.
I would hope that it excites people when they walk into the lobby and see all that junk on the walls, all the writings on the walls, per se.
Junk in general, what do I want to say about junk? I had a whole thing prepared because Megan told me this was happening.
Squirrel.
No, literally. I think getting your junk out there is important because it's the things that drive you crazy inside your head. Your junk is what you think about all the time and it consumes your mind. And the more you don't say it out loud and the more you don't talk to someone about your junk, the more it's just gonna drive you crazier as you get older and as you grow. For the characters in the show, the junk that they don't share and the junk that they don't tell drives them to do things that maybe they're not proud of or maybe they regret. I think in general that your junk defines you and it's important to tell people your junk because people do want to listen to your junk and people do want to know it because your junk is you. Dun, 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 dun. Oh! I didn't even mean that to happen.
I just practiced this morning.
I was gonna practice. Are we doing Latin chants?
Well, I know Brittany's gonna start pulling us aside to work on it.
Okay.
But have you seen that? You saw that video though?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
I saw
great.
that it was posted.
Okay, then I don't feel as bad because I watched it the first time this morning.
Okay.
Camera's on. Yeah.
Because I